It's super late model racing action. The ASA Quick Trip Midwest Tour presented by Echo Outdoor Power Equipment. This online update comes to you from Illiana Motor Speedway in Cherville, Indiana. The Elmer Musgrave Memorial 100 presented by Texas Corral. Hi, I'm Bill Holland at Illiana Motor Speedway, home of the annual Elmer Musgrave Memorial Race. This event marks the 5th stop on the 2009 ASA Quick Trip Midwest Tour. It is the first time the series has run here. The Musgrave Memorial is one of the crown jewels in Chicagoland short track racing, held in honor of the patriarch of the famous Musgrave racing family. Illiana's history is remarkable, dating back to the late 1940s, and a very exciting chapter is being written right now. Jana Jerkovich has that story.
Track owner Mike McCooley took over Illiana Speedway 11 years ago, but in the last 9 years, he's given this place a complete makeover. He kept the same layout and the same facilities, but he completely tore up this track, put in a new one, put in new lights, and even new grandstands for these drivers on the ASA Midwest Tour. It's the first time they visit this facility, and for many, it's the flattest racetrack they'll race on.
It's a flat track. Boy, it's flat, and I think it's going to be hard to pass. Looks to me like it might be one groove racetrack. I've yet to see a race here. This will be our first race. We just hope we can get the car to turn in the center of the corner, and if so, I think we'll have a good car in the long race.
I love this place. We've only been here 5 times before, but we brought home 3 feature wins and a 3rd place in the races we finished. We had some mechanical problems in the other one, but we've always been real good here. First 2 nights out, we actually won my first 2 super late model features, and it's just a real fun track to get around. It's hard to get used to, but once you get the hang of it, it's a pretty fun track.
The guys like Elmer that started short track late model racing in the area were 25, 30-year guys when I got here. So I got that history, and of course I was no threat to them. I was just a young kid helping my dad, so I got in good with Ray Young and Bud Kaler and Elmer and Whitey Gherkin, and I mean, I could just sit here and go on forever. And that history came to me. Now I'm the old guy, and there's a bunch of new guys starting.
West Salem, Wisconsin, Steve Carlson comes to Illiana with 2 straight wins on the ASA Midwest Tour. 2007 Series champion Nathan Hosley enters the event on top of the Series point standings. One young gun doing his best to keep pace with the Series top drivers is Minnesota's Nick Murgic. Jana's with the 2008 Midwest Tour Rookie of the Year as our profile of touring stars continues.
This week we talked to touring star Nick Murgic, who was a Rookie of the Year last year in the ASA Midwest Tour. Nick, what did you kind of take from last year that's helping you out this year?
Well, we learned a lot about the cars and the different tracks. There are a lot of great guys, and the local drivers are usually really good at their tracks. So we just learned a lot about the tracks, and Illiana's the only new track we go to this year, so it's been a lot of help just getting the experience at the bigger tracks and stuff.
You've had some good runs, some top 10s. You know, 2nd year in the series, what are you kind of looking to accomplish this year?
Well, we're hoping to get a top 5. That'd be nice, get up there. A win if we're lucky somehow. But we're just learning a lot, like to make all the shows and just run with the guys up front.
Thanks a lot, Nick. 2008 ASA Midwest Tour Rookie of the Year. And again, we try and catch up with a different touring star each week.
We're back with racing action, and we'll hear from a special guest of honor right after this.
What if there was a magic box that had everything you needed to get through your day? Well, there is, with its own bakery to bake fresh bread, and its own dairy to deliver fresh milk, and its own kitchens to make the freshest meals. And this magic box saved you time and money. It'd be pretty convenient if this magic box was in your neighborhood. Well, welcome to Quick Trip.
We're making it fresh for you. Fresh is the best.
Welcome back to the ASA Midwest Tour online update highlighting the Elmer Musgrave Memorial 100 from Illiana Motor Speedway. Every tour stop features a free driver autograph session where fans can meet their favorite drivers. Tonight, though, one of the most sought-after racers won't be driving in the feature, but he's a big part of the program. Jana's caught up with former ASA standout and NASCAR Truck Series champion Ted Musgrave.
I'm here with Ted Musgrave, son of the late Elmer Musgrave. Obviously, the Elmer Musgrave Memorial today. What's this day like for you?
Oh, it's a great event for us because the whole family shows up. My mom's here, my sisters, brothers. You know, I always come in. Now, my brother's from Phoenix, and I'm from North Carolina, so we travel a lot to come back to this place. And but Illiana's been a racetrack that I raced on and won the Bentonhausen race, and I know my brother's done a lot of racing here too, my dad. So the 8th annual Elmer Musgrave Memorial means a lot to us to be here, and great weather. I can't wait for the race.
Your dad, obviously a great short track racer. What are some of your favorite memories from his racing days?
Well, to tell you the truth, one memory that sticks out in my mind, I don't know if it's favorite or not. I was sitting in the grandstands right about over here in this section, and that's back when they had like the wooden guardrail fence here. Him and Bucky Hinkle got hooked up off the corner and came through the fence and about run me over. So I don't know if he didn't like me at the time or what, but a lot of good memories. There's always a lot of memories at this stuff. So like I say, it's just great. Now these memories are lasting too. Each and every time I come back for these memorial races, I keep thinking about the one before. It's still the same old Illiana, and it's great to come back, like I say, because the area around the place still reminds me of back 25 years ago. It's the same thing, so that's neat that the racetrack's still here.
Thanks a lot for your time, Ted. Enjoy the race tonight.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This Illiana crowd is ready for action. And there's one last chance qualifying race with the top 6 drivers moving on to the 100-lap feature. Freedom, Wisconsin's Kyle Kalmus and Sauk Center, Minnesota's Nick Panitsky bring the field to green, and we're underway. It's Kalmus, the young Wisconsin driver, out to the early lead. But keep an eye on one of the locals, Anthony Danta in the 51 car. It's Danta getting past Panitsky for second. Now he has his sights on the lead, and Anthony Danta will take the top spot from Kyle Kalmus. Danta out of Orland Park, Illinois, is giving the Illiana fans something to cheer about. Nick Neville in the 32 out of Mackinac, Illinois, runs second, safely in the show. Kalmus and Panitsky will hang on to the final transfer spots just ahead of Wisconsin's Gary Lamont in the 63. Up front, it's Anthony Danta taking the win.
This year is the first year I stepped up into the late models, and it's really cool to see some of the people support us. Like you said you were over there in the stands. That's pretty much all my family, and they like to cheer, and they've been going at it for years and years and years. My uncle has been racing since I was born, so it's really cool to have all the support of the fans, and hopefully we could do them proud tonight.
We'll run 2 heat races for the top 16 cars already in the show. In the first, it's Wisconsin drivers Tim Schendel in the 21 and Frank Cryer in the 99 bringing the field to green. There's trouble for Nick Mergic in the 12, taking his car off the track. Up front, Tim Schendel will lead every lap with an eye on a good run in the main event.
I know I got a really good race car, but I know we're probably going to have to start behind the invert because we ended up 14th. So, but I really do think that we have a good, fast enough race car to win from there. And I mean, I've started 14th before in a race and won. So we'll just keep trudging forward.
In the second heat race, Dalton Zier in the 119 and local driver Ricky Baker in the 52 make up the front row. And we're racing. This one will come down to the last lap. It's Steve Carlson, the hottest driver on the ASA Midwest Tour in the 66. And Zier, the young Florida driver, coming to the line. And it's Carlson by less than a car length.
We made some changes, and it's working pretty good in the heat. We didn't change anything for the feature, so hopefully it'll be good.
The field is set for the Elmer Musgrave Memorial 100. Our feature event is up right after this.